You know something, you used to light up a room. You were the woman who walked in and heads turned. One red blouse, a half smile, and those bright, sparkling eyes, that was all it took. You didn't have to try, you were the moment. But lately, when you look in the mirror, you find yourself wondering, where did she go? You're still polished, still put together. You still wear the colors that used to make you feel radiant. But somehow, it's just not the same anymore. The light feels dimmer, and you can't quite explain why. No one really tells you this, but after 50, even color needs to evolve because your skin doesn't have the same rosy glow. Your hair carries threads of silver. Your eyes are softer now, deeper, but no longer shimmering the way they used to. And the colors that once defined you, that bold red, that fiery orange, that bright pop of pink, somehow now they just wear you out. So what do? You start playing it safe. You lean into darker tones. You steer clear of anything too bold. And slowly, you begin to fade into the background. Not because you've stopped caring about beauty, but because you're just not sure what looks beautiful on you anymore. But I'm here today to tell you something simple. You don't need to disappear. You just need to rediscover the colors that speak to who you are now. Not the shades you wore at 30, but the ones that honor the woman you've become, the woman you are today. And in the next part, I'll introduce you to one of those colors. It's soft, it's elegant, and it has a quiet way of bringing your face back to life, like morning light gently touching your skin. That color is turquoise, not too bright, not too cool, just the right balance of energy and grace. It's fresh, it's uplifting, and it might be exactly what you've been missing. Are you ready to give it a try? Have you ever put on a beautifully put-together outfit, only to look in the mirror and feel like your face looks tired? It's not the hair, it's not the makeup. It's just the colors you're wearing that day aren't lifting you up the way they used to. And sometimes all it takes is one simple change, like a soft turquoise scarf, to make you pause, look again, and quietly say, I'm still beautiful, I still shine. Artist palette turquoise, soft, subtle, and surprisingly powerful turquoise is that perfect blend of ocean blue and gentle green. It's not too cool, not too bold. It feels like a summer breeze or the calm of early morning waves. But for women over 50, turquoise is more than just a pretty color. It's a quiet miracle for mature skin. Turquoise can heavy checkmark brighten skin that's lost some of its glow. Heavy checkmark soften redness, or dullness. Heavy checkmark make you stand out without trying to look younger on purpose. Glowing star. Why does turquoise work so well on mature skin? After 50, our skin tone changes. It loses that youthful flush. Hair starts to silver. Pigment fades. Suddenly, the bold reds and hot pinks that once lit you up feel harsh. That's where turquoise steps in like a gentle spotlight. It adds life to your cheeks. It brings out the brightness in your eyes, especially if your hair is silver or gray. And it gives off a cooling, calming effect, not as harsh as cobalt, not as pale as pastel. Women's clothes. How to wear turquoise gracefully. You don't need to wear head-to-toe turquoise. A touch is all it takes. A silk scarf in soft turquoise, knotted loosely over a white blouse, effortless and elegant. A blouse in light linen or silk, pair it with gray or navy slacks for a look that's polished and refined. A long cardigan or a kimono-style jacket in muted aqua, styled over cream or top trousers for a breezy, elevated feel. Accessories: a turquoise stone necklace, mint-colored nails, a soft blue frame on your glasses. Small pops that speak volumes. Colors that pair beautifully with turquoise. Turquoise plays well with ivory, fresh and soft against the skin. Beige or taupe, sophisticated and warm. Charcoal or navy, adds structure and depth. Dusty rose, feminine, flattering, and perfectly balanced. Lipstick. Makeup to match the best part. You don't need heavy makeup. Blush, soft rose or berry lips, mauve, raspberry, or a muted berry eyeliner. Charcoal or taupe, soft but define the result. You'll look like you just came back from a weekend by the sea, refreshed, relaxed, and completely yourself. Light bulb. Not ready for a full outfit? Start small. Still unsure about wearing turquoise clothing? That's okay. Just begin with something simple. A pair of turquoise stud earrings, a delicate bracelet, a mint manicure, or a sheer silk scarf. Just one small piece can shift your mood. Your smile softens. Your eyes brighten. And your energy feels lighter, like sunshine on a calm morning. Dizzy turquoise isn't just a color, it's a state of mind. I often remind my clients, you don't have to change who you are, just change how the light hits you. And turquoise, it's that kind of light. Gentle, clear, and quietly radiant. White flower. If turquoise is the breath of the ocean, then up next we'll explore a warmer, richer palette. Rosewood and dusty rose, the elegance of a late bloom. Warm, grounded, and softly glowing like the blush of healthy skin from within. Ready to explore? Let's keep this color journey going right into the next chapter. Have you ever tried wearing pink after 50? Not the bright, bubblegum pink from your 20s. Not that baby pink that can feel a little too sweet now, but a softer shade, a warmer, more grounded pink. A pink that feels calm, feminine, fully you. Cherry blossom, rosewood, and dusty rose. The grown-up pink's dusty rose, that muted blush with a touch of gray, is understated, refined, and always flattering. Rosewood is its deeper sister, a rich blend of pink and wood tones that feels warm, elegant, and timeless. These aren't trendy colors. They're you've been through some things colors. Colors that don't need to shout to make a statement. They're made for the woman who's no longer chasing the spotlight because her presence already commands it. Dizzy. Why these shades are perfect for women over 50. As we age, our skin tone often softens. That rosy flush fades. Complexion gets cooler or more neutral. And unless you've done a full face of makeup, sometimes the mirror feels a little flat. That's where rosewood and dusty rose come in. These shades, heavy checkmark, add warmth and softness to the face naturally. Heavy checkmark brighten your eyes and skin. Without overpowering you, heavy checkmark complement silver, gray, or darker hair beautifully. Heavy checkmark feel feminine. Without trying too hard to look young. They're not here to make you look like someone you used to be. They're here to reflect who you are now. Dress how to wear dusty rose and rosewood without looking overdone. These shades are surprisingly versatile. Here are a few timeless pairings. Dusty rose knit or blouse plus ivory pants. Effortlessly elegant for brunch or daytime events. Rosewood midi dress for an evening out, refined. Warm and quietly sophisticated. Dusty rose silk scarf plus gray or navy outerwear. Softens the look while keeping it polished. Rosewood blazer plus white top plus top trousers. Easy to pull off. Hard to forget. These colors don't scream. They whisper elegance. Lipstick makeup that pairs beautifully when wearing soft pinks near your face. You don't need a heavy makeup look. Go with lips, mauve, soft berry, or rose nude, classic and understated blush. A gentle rose pink or coral, just enough to lift your complexion. Eyes. Smoky top, rose gold shimmer, or soft plum, adds depth without looking harsh. The result? You'll look like you slept well, feel great, and didn't try too hard. It's that she just has something about her kind of glow. Tulip. These shades carry emotional energy, too, according to color psychology. Rosewood represents emotional depth, confidence, and stability. Dusty rose is associated with trust, tenderness, and inner strength. When you wear these colors, you don't need to speak loudly. You simply walk into a room and the energy shifts. No glitter, no bold prints. Just quiet, graceful power. Coat. Quick style ideas for everyday moments. Weekend coffee date. Dusty rose cashmere sweater plus beige slacks plus soft berry lipstick. Relaxed and feminine, office ready. Rosewood button-down plus navy skirt plus lightweight glasses. Professional without being stiff, out and about. Dusty rose shift dress plus ivory scarf. Easy, breezy, and undeniably chic. Speech balloon. Think you can't wear pink? Think again. Pink isn't just for teenagers or prom dresses. Pink belongs to the woman who has lived, who has loved, stumbled, rebuilt, and still chooses to be gentle. Dusty rose and rosewood are her pinks, They're for the woman whose heart is seasoned but still warm. These colors speak volumes without saying a single word. Direct hit if dusty rose is a gentle whisper, then up next is a deeper, bolder shade, burgundy, the color of quiet confidence. Deep, grounded, and fiercely elegant. It doesn't need to fight for attention. It just shows up and owns the room. Ready to explore the power of this mature red? Let's continue the journey right ahead. Have you ever walked into a room without saying a word, without wearing anything flashy? And yet somehow every eye turns your way. It's not because you were trying to be noticed, not because you were loud, but simply because you were there, calm, confident, unshakable. That's the quiet power of Burgundy, a deep, soulful red made for the woman who no longer needs to prove anything to anyone. Wine glass Burgundy, the color of depth and experience. Burgundy isn't bright like cherry red. It's not sharp like coral or orange red. It's deeper, richer, more grounded. It's the emotional equivalent of a well-aged wine, layered, full-bodied, unforgettable. If dusty rose is the softness of memory, then Burgundy is the strength of a woman who's grown into herself. Light bulb, why Burgundy belongs in your closet after 50. As we age, our skin changes. That youthful flush fades. Hair may turn silver, salt and pepper, or deep brunette. And suddenly, those bright reds we once loved, they feel a little too loud. But Burgundy knows when to speak and when to simply glow. Heavy checkmark, it brightens the skin gently, not dramatically. Heavy checkmark, it complements silver or gray hair beautifully. Heavy checkmark, it brings warmth and depth. Without losing its polish, it's elegant. It's timeless. And it reflects you, the woman you've become. Dress how to wear Burgundy without looking aged. You don't need to wear head-to-toe Burgundy. Just a well-placed piece, worn with intention, can change your whole look. Burgundy blazer plus cream blouse plus charcoal trousers. Right arrow, powerful, artistic, and chic. Wine-colored silk dress for an evening out. Right arrow, alluring without being flashy. Cashmere Burgundy wrap, draped softly over your shoulders. Right arrow, effortless elegance. Parisian vibes. Burgundy ankle boots. Right arrow, classic, bold, and just the right amount of unexpected lipstick. Let Burgundy do the talking. Keep makeup minimal, no need for fire engine red lipstick or dramatic smoky eyes. Let the color speak. You just enhance the story. Lips. Try deep berry, wine red, or soft mauve cheeks. Use rosewood, dusty peach, or a muted plum eyes. Soft brown liner with a touch of bronze shimmer, just enough depth. Never overpowering. You don't need a statement face. You are the statement. Brain Burgundy isn't just a color, it's a mood. Color psychology tells us. Burgundy represents strength, wisdom, and inner resilience. It doesn't shout, "Look at me." It whispers, "See me, truly see me." It's the energy of a woman who's loved, lost, grown, and returned to herself unapologetically. Direct hit style suggestions for every occasion. Weekend outing. Linen Burgundy shirt plus ivory pants plus berry lipstick. Right arrow, relaxed, with a touch of flair. Work day. Wine tone blazer plus black pencil skirt plus gold accents. Right arrow, successful, polished, but never stiff. Evening event. Burgundy midi dress, low bun, matching clutch. Right arrow, graceful, without saying a word. Date night. Off-shoulder silk top in Burgundy plus black culottes plus nude heels. Right arrow, sensual, without trying too hard. Speech balloon. One final thought. Wearing Burgundy isn't just about putting on color. It's a declaration, calm, grounded, and powerful. I'm not trying to compete. I don't need to be the loudest. I am the light just by being. Because after 50, beauty isn't about looking young. It's about knowing who you are, standing tall in that truth, and radiating from within. Herb coming up next. As we step away from the quiet power of red, we'll move into something softer, yet just as radiant. Ivory and periwinkle, two shades that may seem subtle at first glance, but when worn with intention, can make your skin glow like morning light. Are you ready to discover the soft power of lighter tones without washing yourself out? I'll see you in the next chapter. Have you ever seen a woman walk into a room not wearing anything flashy? No bold accessories, just a soft ivory blouse or a pale periwinkle dress, and yet you couldn't take your eyes off her. It wasn't that she was trying to impress. It was something else, something peaceful. Something that simply radiated from her presence. Son, when light becomes a style statement after 50, you don't need to do more to be noticed. You don't need loud prints. You don't need bright colors. You don't need to try to be special. Just a quiet softness where it counts. Just the right detail placed intentionally. Just grace that feels effortless. That's why I want to introduce you to two colors that embody all of that, ivory and periwinkle. 1. Ivory, the color of ease and grace. Ivory isn't stark white. It's warmer, softer, like morning sunlight through sheer curtains. And here's the best part. It brightens your skin without highlighting lines, texture, or shadows. Direct hit why ivory works so well after 50. Skin tones soften with age. They lose a bit of that natural pink flush. And sometimes, pure white can be too harsh, almost clinical. But ivory reflects light in all the right ways. It brings radiance without needing foundation or shimmer. It gives that just got back from a peaceful weekend kind of glow. Dress how to wear ivory, a wool ivory coat plus a top scarf, right arrow classic, an elegant silk ivory dress, plus rose-toned lipstick, right arrow soft, feminine refined cream cashmere sweater plus dark trousers, right arrow effortless. But never ordinary. Wearing ivory isn't about trying to look good. It's about choosing what naturally makes you glow. 2. Periwinkle, the color of calm confidence. Periwinkle is one of those rare, magical shades. A delicate mix of lavender and blue. Not too girly, not too cool, just soothing. Soft, balanced. Sparkles. Why periwinkle flatters beautifully. It reduces redness, perfect for tired or sensitive skin. It makes your eyes sparkle, and your smile brighter. It complements gray or silver hair like a dream. It's not a color that demands attention. But when you wear it, people notice in the best way. Dress how to wear periwinkle silk blouse plus gray skirt, right arrow fresh, and quietly elevated lightweight cardigan over a white dress, right arrow perfect for a relaxed Sunday. Linen periwinkle dress, plus nude flats, right arrow chic for walks, brunch, or garden parties. Periwinkle doesn't shout. It simply shows up and makes the room feel more serene. 3. Ivory and periwinkle, a match made in soft sophistication. Each color stands beautifully on its own. But together, they create a palette that feels like poetry. Ivory sweater plus periwinkle trousers, right arrow bright and polished without any extra effort. Cream midi dress plus lavender scarf, right arrow perfect for garden parties, or brunch. Lace trimmed periwinkle dress with ivory accents, right arrow delicate, graceful, elevated. You won't need sparkle or loud accessories. These two tones do all the work gently. 4. Lipstick makeup to match soft yet impactful lips. Go for rosewood mauve or sheer berry cheeks. Try soft pink or peach tones eyes. Use gray lavender top or a touch of silver shimmer highlight. Choose a fine pearl finish. Avoid glittery textures. You don't need heavy makeup here. Ivory and periwinkle already bring the glow. 5. Speech balloon. Why lighter colors make a strong impression? Because people don't just see you. They feel you. Colors like ivory and periwinkle not only brighten your skin, they brighten the space around you. You become the kind of presence that others feel calm around. The kind of beauty that doesn't shout and cannot be replicated. Cherry blossom. When you choose softness, you're choosing yourself. After 50, you don't need to chase trends. You don't need to force youth. You just need to wear what feels right, what feels true to you. Ivory and periwinkle aren't for those seeking attention. They're for the woman who no longer needs it. Sparkles, thank you for joining me on this color journey. Whether you felt bold in burgundy, tender in rosewood, or serene in periwinkle, remember this: color is just a tool. Real beauty always comes from within. So, are you ready to shine on your terms?